Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back. It is exactly 9:14 a.m. South African time. We're crossing over to Morocco to get some on the ground uh, feed regarding the situation in Morocco. Of course, post the earthquakes, we do know that there will have been and will continue being aftershocks, and that too will have an impact on the people of Morocco. Our guest is Youssef Kanouni. He is of Moroccan descent, but he lives in Cape Town, but currently in Morocco. Youssef Kanouni, assalamu alaikum to you. Welcome to the program. I do hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. And shukran for your invite by your media, Salah Media, and to all your listeners out there and to your viewers.
We're so sorry to be talking under these very, very devastating circumstances. You are living in South Africa, but you are a Moroccan yourself. And it must be absolutely heart wrenching and heartbreaking for you to see what's playing out in Morocco right now regarding the disastrous earthquakes.
Well, what can we say? We must just say Alhamdulillah. Those who passed away, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Look, it's um, it's an act of God. It is a devastating disaster against with this earthquake. It happens on a Friday at just 10 to 12 midnight. Yeah, so the feeling was very, very scary. I was at that moment I was in Casablanca. Um, the whole actually all the most of Casablanca they felt it so heavy. The vibration it was heavy, but actually it started in Atlas Mountains areas by villages by the area called Al Haus. That's 80 kilometers away from Marrakesh. Even Marrakesh also they had some quite a bit of injuries and death tolls and things, and many buildings being collapsed. And uh, what I can tell you, it is very sad moment, and very sad things happen in the region of Morocco.
You say you were in Casablanca at the time and you felt the tremors. How far is Casablanca from the epicenter of the quake?
Well, from Casablanca to Marrakesh is about 300 kilometers. It's about 3 hours drive, and then from Marrakesh to the center where the earthquake started is about 80 kilometers. So in total, you're looking at about 380. So the vibration, even in Casablanca, it was very heavy. Even yesterday afternoon, there's a huge building, residential building in Casablanca, fall down to the ground. We don't know why, because the rescue team they were there yesterday, and they were thinking that it can be because due to the earthquake what happens on Friday.
Yeah, the aftershocks apparently can also cause a lot of ongoing damage. Um, when you were in Casablanca and you felt those tremors, did the people in Casablanca realize that there was an earthquake 300 odd kilometers away? And did the officials alert the population, civilians, immediately of what was going on? And what went through your mind regarding your own safety and the safety of the people that you were with?
Well, look, I was sitting with my brother and my friends. But things just happen. The vibration just happened. But I didn't know actually when I start feeling when it just started, the vibration just started. I didn't think that it can be an earthquake. So when the vibrations it becomes bigger and bigger and higher, and then the whole buildings that start shaking. So I said to myself, no, this is an earthquake. So I called my brother and everybody to go out from the house. So we come out from our flat, and then I start screaming that at people they need to move out to the streets. So and immediately, it's like in split second, everybody was outside. All the streets they were full in Casablanca, all over the show. People they were looking, they were seeking for a safety, more like away from blocks of flats and that, because if they collapse, they will, even if they're outside on the street, they will see the fire coming from the street. So they will start with like away from huge buildings. Because remember, in Morocco, especially in Casablanca, there's a lot of blocks of flats. Hello?
Okay, I just lost you there for a minute, but can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, are you still in Casablanca and what are you hearing? Let's talk about that building that collapsed in Casablanca. Were there any casualties or fatalities with that building?
Well, look, when I was around yesterday, I've been around to that area where that block of flats collapsed. I saw the rescue team; they were busy trying to rescue a lady, but I couldn't stay that long. But I think they did rescue. It was, beside the rescue team, even the people from the community, they try their best to rescue people and to take all the rubbles and all things away, to try to hear the noise if it's that any sound of human underground. So it was a sound of a lady and a sound of, and I think a child or a man. But what can I say? Well done to the rescue team. The Moroccan rescue team, they did so much great jobs.
What more are you hearing? Are you still currently in Casablanca? And what sort of news is filtering through to the rest of Morocco regarding rescue efforts at the epicenter of the quake?
Well, look, the rescue team, look, I can tell you, these are international rescue teams. Also, they arrived, especially from Qatar and Spain. And most, the Moroccan immigrants, they live in Europe because the European countries, they're very close to North Africa, especially to Morocco. So for them, it's very easy to cross over with the ferry from Spain, and it's very easy also for them to fly from anywhere in Europe to Morocco. It's maximum of an hour to 2 hours flight from anywhere in Europe to Morocco. And beside that, I want to say even the Muslim hands from Europe and UK, from France and UK, they were also on the ground trying to save and rescue the people and that. And I was in Marrakesh actually. I was in Marrakesh, so I only arrived to Casablanca because I was here to waiting for a friend of mine who passed away actually in Cape Town.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So
Yeah,
sorry.
and he was from Muslim Hands, the CEO from Muslim Hands, Cape Town.
Take your time, Youssef. Take your time. Were you there for the janaza?
No, no, he passed away in Cape Town, so I was waiting for him. I even spoke to the Moroccan embassy regarding his visa and so on because he was going to come to. I'm so sorry.
No, no, I'm sorry that you are so devastated by the death of your friend. You must have been very, very close. Can we give you a minute and we'll get back to you, or are you okay to continue talking with us?
Yeah, so yeah, sorry for that.
No,
It's
no,
just a
don't
bit this.
apologize. Don't
It's hard, so
apologize.
yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm thinking as you becoming emotional, Yusuf, that you are so grief stricken by the loss of your friend, also a fellow Moroccan who was going to join you in Morocco, and you're absolutely devastated
He's
by his
actually
passing.
he's not a Moroccan.
Oh, he's
He's
not
fully Cape
Moroccan.
Townian. He's fully Cape Townian South African. His name is Irfan Kassim.
Oh, yes, we've
He's
heard of that. We've
yeah.
heard of
So
that. Yes, we've heard of his
he's
passing.
Yeah, so I was waiting for him this week. He was actually, I was, last I was chatting to him. It was on a Sunday afternoon. I had a phone call with him. So he was I was looking forward to meet with him here in Casablanca. And from there, we were going to go to Marrakesh and to surrounding areas in Marrakesh. But
Okay.
may Allah grant him the highest place in Jannah,
Amin.
inshallah.
Amin. Amin. You've been moved by this one person having died. Can you imagine you as a Moroccan and the rest of Morocco, what trauma you guys are going through, knowing that almost 3,000 people have lost their lives in the earthquake, and scores of these people have been injured. And we do know that the numbers are rising. So, our heartfelt duas to you and the rest of the Moroccan people during this very, very sad time. Are you going to be
Shukran,
going
Sana.
back to Marrakesh and to the site of the earthquake to perhaps just see for yourself what went wrong and maybe even do a bit of aid work whilst you're there?
Yeah, definitely. I'm just going to got some meetings today and some other things to do today, and then tomorrow I will be heading back again just to see, and maybe we can help and we can talk to the people and see what's happening actually again in that area. And look,
Yusuf,
the rescue team. Can you hear me? The rescue
yes,
team
loud and
actually,
clear.
yeah, the rescue teams, they doing such a great job. And beside that, there are millions of Moroccans there out there trying to help as much as they can. Even the government, they're doing so much for the people here in Morocco. And you know what? That's why I always say together we can rise. Unity is always the key. Unity is
Absolutely.
always the key. So look, it's everybody is doing their best, but acts of God is nothing we can do. We can't fight with our Creator for what's happening to us.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
always there is science. There is always science for many nations to share what they're doing wrong, or maybe what they having, what I know they making right, what I'm not making right for the people, whatever. So but for me is it is so sad to experience this, my first time in my life to experience an earthquake. And you know what, it is really bad and scary experience.
I'm sure. I can't even begin to imagine what you and the rest of the Moroccans are going through. We hear that the Moroccan government is only allowing 4 foreign countries to come in with aid, rescue teams, and any other form of aid. People kind of wondered why, but I can get a sense the foreign ministry has said that when there are too many different aid agencies in the country, and if there isn't a control, things become very, very haphazard, and then aid doesn't necessarily reach the people that really need it. Your thoughts on the matter?
Well, I think so. Look, the Moroccan government, they're very strong.
Okay, Yusuf, yeah,
Yeah, there is people. Look, there is people from all over the world that arrived. NGOs. There's so many NGOs that arrived already from Europe, as I mentioned earlier. From different names of NGOs that come also to rescue and to help. There's so many doctors that arrived from all over the world, with their own. What your expenses without like asking anything, because you must remember also there is countries like especially from the Europeans, they can arrive to Morocco without us issuing for a visa, or applying for a visa. This is different. Is a different thing when it comes to South Africans. As much as I know the gift of the givers and Muslim Hand South Africa, and there's another name of something relief. There was also an NGO in South Africa. Is
Islamic relief.
is Islamic Relief. There is some of these names that here only I didn't see the gift of the givers, but I saw Muslim Hands and Islamic Relief. But you see, because why they have different branches all over the world. So that's
Right.
why they're also here. But you see, when I spoke to the deputy ambassador of Morocco in Pretoria, so he says to me they can't do anything about it now, issuing visas and things like that. And as because I asked him about regard the late Irfan Kasim, he says he will try to help me for that and get him to come and see to come and visit me here in Morocco. I did that for him, and you see, they needed a green lights from the government also, especially from the Minister of Foreign Affairs. But
Okay.
even yesterday, the King of Morocco, he was on scene by the in Marrakesh and the areas surrounding areas. He's also um, doing his great job.
Youssef Kanouni,
Yes,
based, well, between South Africa, Cape Town, and Morocco. Thank you indeed for talking to us. I'm so, so sorry for your loss of your friend here from Muslim hands in Cape Town, and for all of your compatriots there in Morocco. They may not be directly related to you,
mm,
but they are fellow Moroccans. Allah grant them all Jannah. Allah grant
uh,
you and
uh,
all the other Moroccans lots and lots of sabr during this
I
very,
can
very difficult
I
time.
can give you the latest for the death tolls is 2001 so far, and the injuries is 5,530.
Okay, thank you indeed for that. We hope that it doesn't increase anymore. Let's just hope that's the last of the figure on the death toll. But you go well, keep
Well,
safe, and we will talk with you again sometime in the future. Shukran very much for your
shukran,
time.
shukran to you and shukran to you, Salam Media, and to your viewers and to your listeners out there. And I want to say thank you to every single South African who contacted me and spoke to me.
Sabr,
Thank you.
sabr. Allah grant sabr, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum to you.
Wa alaikum salam.